Don't become a victim of yourself. Good morning, my friends. Let me tell you something, there's a lot in this world that can come against you. People will doubt you, life will test you, circumstances will shake you. But let me tell you the cold, hard truth. Your biggest enemy is not out there. It's in here. Points to head dot, the biggest enemy you will ever face is not the doubters, the haters, or even the tough circumstances life throws at you. It's your own mindset. The way you think about yourself, your abilities, and your future determines the direction of your life. Too often people blame external factors for their failures, but the truth is the real battle is happening in your own mind. Every great success story starts with a mindset shift. Some of the most successful people in the world didn't get there because life was easy for them. They got there because they refused to let their own thoughts hold them back. They understood that the mind is powerful. Either it will push you towards success or it will trap you in fear and doubt. If you don't take control of your thoughts, they will take control of you. People sabotage themselves without even realizing it. They wake up and immediately tell themselves, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I don't have what it takes. These thoughts create an invisible wall between them and their potential. Instead of fighting for their dreams, they talk themselves out of even trying. It's not the world stopping them, it's their own belief system. Your mindset dictates your actions. If you believe you're capable, you will take the necessary steps to succeed. If you believe you're destined to fail, you won't even try. It's that simple. Your thoughts turn into feelings, your feelings turn into actions, and your actions create your results. If you think like a winner, you'll start moving like one. But if you constantly feed yourself negativity, you'll stay stuck exactly where you are. Fear plays a big role in this. Most people are not afraid of failure. They're afraid of trying and realizing they're not as great as they hoped. So instead of facing that fear, they let their doubts convince them it's safer to stay where they are. They avoid risks, they hesitate on opportunities, and they let life pass them by. The mind has tricked them into thinking they are protecting themselves, but in reality, they are just holding themselves back. Self-doubt is a silent dream killer. It doesn't make noise, but it will slowly drain you of every possibility you have. You might have the talent, the passion, and the ability to succeed, but if your mind is filled with thoughts of defeat, none of that matters. You can have all the tools, but if you don't believe in yourself, you will never use them effectively. Your mindset is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. It will either empower you to push through challenges or convince you to give up before you even start. You have to recognize when your thoughts are working against you and make a decision to shift them. You are not born with a strong mindset. You build it. It takes time, effort, and a conscious decision to replace doubt with confidence, fear with courage, and hesitation with action. Too many people are living below their potential, not because of a lack of opportunity, but because they keep blocking their own blessings. They pray for success, dream of a better life, and hope for something great. Yet when the moment comes, they hesitate. They talk themselves out of it. They find excuses. They let fear convince them that they're not ready, not qualified, or not worthy. The opportunity was right there, but they turned away from it because of the lies they told themselves. It happens all the time. Someone gets a chance to level up, to step into something bigger, but instead of walking into it boldly, they shrink. They convince themselves they aren't good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. They let self-doubt take over, and just like that, they lose out on something that could have changed their lives. The truth is, most people don't fail because of external obstacles. They fail because they refuse to believe they deserve success in the first place. This mindset starts early. People grow up hearing negativity, being told what they can't do, watching others settle for less. Over time, they start to believe that struggle is their destiny. They stop dreaming big. They stop trying. And when something good does come along, they sabotage it because they're more comfortable with struggle than success. Their own thinking has become the enemy, and they don't even realize it. Sometimes it's fear of responsibility. Success comes with expectations, and deep down, some people don't think they can handle it. So instead of stepping up, they step back. They avoid growth because growth means pressure. They'd rather stay in a comfortable struggle than push themselves into something greater. They don't see that they're blocking their own path by refusing to move forward. Comparison also plays a huge role. People look at others who are doing well and think, I'm not like them, they have better opportunities, they have more talent. What they don't realize is that those successful people had the same doubts, the same fears, and the same moments of hesitation. The difference is they pushed past it. They didn't let their insecurities keep them from stepping into their blessings. Opportunities don't wait. If you keep hesitating, life will move on without you. If you keep doubting yourself, you'll watch others take the spots that could have been yours. If you don't believe in your own ability, nobody else will either. Success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about having the confidence to take action when the moment comes. People sabotage their own progress by overthinking. They analyze, question, and doubt until they talk themselves out of what they were meant to do. They let fear convince them to delay, and in that delay, opportunities disappear. Every time you tell yourself, I'll do it later, you are pushing your success further and further away. At some point, you have to stop waiting and start doing. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Everything you do, everything you achieve, and everything you become starts with the way you think. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, your life will reflect that. But if you fill your mind with confidence, belief, and determination, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. The problem is, too many people don't realize how much power their thoughts have. They walk around with defeated mindsets, wondering why life isn't changing, not understanding that change has to start in their own minds first. The way you talk to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, that life is too hard, those words become your reality. You start living as if those statements are facts, even when they're not. You stop trying. You stop believing. You settle for less because you've convinced yourself that's all you can have. What you tell yourself every day is what you will eventually become. If you feed your mind failure, don't be surprised when failure follows you. Most people don't fail because of a lack of talent or opportunity. They fail because they allow negative thoughts to control their actions. They let fear make their decisions for them. They let doubt keep them from taking the necessary steps towards success. They never give themselves a real chance because in their mind, they've already lost before they even start. The truth is, life is always going to be tough. You will always have challenges. But the difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is their mindset. Successful people don't just think differently, they speak differently. They don't wake up saying, I hope today is better. They wake up saying, today is going to be better. They don't say, I'll try. They say, I will. They don't dwell on what went wrong yesterday. They focus on what they can do today. It's not that they don't have fears or doubts, but they refuse to let those thoughts dictate their actions. They train their minds to see possibilities instead of problems. Every day you have a choice in how you think. You can either focus on everything that could go wrong, or you can focus on everything that could go right. You can choose to believe in yourself or talk yourself out of your own potential. It all starts with the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind. The more you speak success, the more you will start to believe in it. And the more you believe in it, the more you will take the actions necessary to make it real. If you want to change your life, start by changing your thoughts. Stop saying you can't. Stop saying you're not good enough. Stop letting negativity shape your future. Speak power into your life, and eventually your life will start to reflect that power. Failure is not the end of the road. It is part of the process. Too many people treat failure like a final destination when in reality it is just a stop along the way. The biggest mistake people make is allowing one setback to define them. They fail once, and instead of getting back up, they convince themselves they are not meant to succeed. They start believing that because something didn't work out, it means they are not capable. But failure is only permanent if you quit. As long as you keep going, every failure is just a lesson, not a life sentence. Some of the most successful people in the world have failed more times than they can count. The difference is they never let failure stop them. They didn't see failure as a sign to give up, they saw it as feedback. Every time they stumbled, they adjusted, learned, and kept moving forward. They understood that failure is not proof that you are not good enough. It is proof that you are trying, pushing, and growing. The only people who never fail are the ones who never take risks, and those are the same people who never achieve anything great. The problem is that most people are too focused on the embarrassment of failure. They worry about what others will say, how they will look, or how disappointing it feels to fall short. They let shame take over instead of seeing failure for what it really is, an opportunity to get better. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every time something doesn't go as planned, you gain knowledge that you didn't have before. But if you let failure break you instead of build you, you will never see the lesson. Resilience is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It is easy to be excited when things are going well, but true strength is shown in how you handle the moments when things go wrong. Some people experience one failure and let it define them for years. They never try again because they are afraid of going through that pain once more. But those who make it to the top keep pushing even when it hurts, even when they are tired, even when it seems impossible. They refuse to let one bad chapter define their whole story. Fear of failure is what keeps most people from ever chasing their dreams in the first place. They are so afraid of messing up that they never even start. They sit on the sidelines, watching others take risks and move forward while they stay stuck in the same place. What they don't realize is that avoiding failure doesn't protect them, it just guarantees that they will never grow. If you want to accomplish anything meaningful, you have to be willing to fail, to fall, and to try again. No matter how many times life knocks you down, the only thing that matters is whether you get back, you pee. Many people spend their lives looking backward, stuck in the past, holding on to things that no longer serve them. They dwell on past mistakes, past failures, past heartbreaks, and past disappointments, allowing those moments to define their future. But life is not meant to be lived in reverse. The reason the windshield in a car is big and the rearview mirror is small is because where you are going is far more important than where you have been. You cannot drive forward if you are too busy looking behind you. Some people let their past failures dictate their future. They tried something once and it didn't work out. So now they convince themselves that nothing will ever work. They allow a single bad experience to create a mindset of fear and hesitation. Instead of moving forward with confidence, they hesitate, doubt themselves, and expect things to go wrong. But failure is only permanent if you let it be. The past does not have the power to control your future unless you give it that power. Every day you spend replaying your mistakes is a day you could be using to build something better. Other people get trapped in past successes. They accomplish something great once, and then they stop pushing forward. They get comfortable stuck in the memory of what they once did instead of challenging themselves to reach new heights. Growth never happens in comfort. No matter how successful you have been, there's always another level to reach. You cannot build your future on yesterday's victories. Every new day is a chance to prove to yourself that your best days are still ahead of you. Holding on to past pain is another way people stop themselves from moving forward. Someone hurt them, someone betrayed them, or someone doubted them. And instead of letting it go, they carry that pain everywhere they go. They allow old wounds to shape their mindset, making decisions based on hurt instead of hope. But you cannot heal what you refuse to release. Carrying resentment only weighs you down, keeping you from stepping into the future that is meant for you. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means refusing to let past pain control your present and your future. Regret is another trap that keeps people stuck. They think about what they should have done, what they could have done differently, and they waste time wishing they had made better choices. But regret does not change anything. It does not rewrite history. The only thing you can control is what you do next. Instead of letting regret paralyze you, use it to fuel your next move. Learn from it, grow from it, and make sure that the next time an opportunity comes, you take it. Life is always moving forward. Time does not stop. Every second you spend living in the past is a second you could be using to build a better future. The only way to reach your full potential is to let go of what was and focus on what is still possible. That nobody is going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself first. People are waiting for someone to come along and validate them, to tell them they are good enough, to give them permission to chase their dreams. But the truth is, if you don't see your own value, why should anyone else? Confidence is not something you wait for, it's something you decide to have. You have to make up your mind that no matter what, you're going to bet on yourself, even when no one else does. The world is full of doubters. There will always be people who don't see your vision, who don't understand your passion, who think you are dreaming too big. That's fine because your dream was given to you, not them. You don't need their approval to move forward. The only approval you need is your own. People waste too much time trying to convince others they are worthy instead of proving it to themselves. If you constantly seek validation from outside sources, you will never be truly confident. Real confidence comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you are capable of figuring it out. Self-belief is the foundation of success. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, you won't use it. How many people are sitting on skills, ideas, and gifts they never tapped into because they let self-doubt talk them out of it? How many dreams never got started because someone was too afraid to take the first step? Talent alone doesn't get you where you want to go, belief does. The moment you start seeing yourself as worthy, as capable, as someone who deserves success, that's when things start to shift. You will face rejection. You will hear no. You will have moments where it feels like nothing is working. But that's where self-belief matters most. If you fold every time something doesn't go your way, you will never reach your full potential. The people who make it are the ones who keep showing up even when they don't feel like it, even when no one is clapping for them. They keep pushing because they trust that their hard work will pay off. Fear is what stops most people from betting on themselves. Fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But fear is just a test to see how bad you really want it. The only way to overcome fear is to move through it. You can't wait until you feel fearless to take action because that moment will never come. You have to decide that your dreams are bigger than your doubts, that your goals are worth the risk. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't need constant reassurance. You don't need permission. All you need is the courage to bet on yourself, to take the leap and to keep going no matter what obstacles come your way. Thanks for watching.